How do you view the American operation close to Sri Lankan waters, and what does it mean for your security and sovereignty?
I think we have to follow UNCLOS, that means the international laws. There were two organs are there. IRIS Blue Economy Framework is there, and climate change strategic agenda also there. We have adopted those two things, 24th Council meeting in 2025. Therefore, if we can reinstate international laws, then we can face any challenges. As a country, Sri Lanka faces so many challenges, and all other countries also face so many challenges. Therefore, we need strengthening the international laws and implementation of these international laws. It is very important. As far as concerned the blue economy, actually blue economy promotes sustainable use and management of maritime resources. That is the importance of the blue economy. We have to have a good awareness program among other regional countries. What is the importance of the blue economy and how we protect and how we develop that area. There must be a structural transformation how the blue economy is implemented. There must be a structural transformation according to the international laws. And as far as concerns the climate change directly affects to the economy, the affects to the sustainability of the economy. As Foreign Minister Jaishankar said, Sri Lanka recently has faced the Vijitha cyclone. It's a good example. Now after that, we realize how we can face such a challenge. One country cannot face this type of challenges alone. Therefore, there must be a regional organization, regional mechanism. If we face some economic challenges, if we may face some maritime security issues, we cannot face alone. Therefore, we have to face as a region, as a globe. Therefore, we have to reinstate our blue economic framework and climate change strategic action plan, agenda according to the international laws, especially UNCLOS. If all countries can follow the UNCLOS, then there is no such a situation arising. As a country, and as a country which we have faced so many challenges, we think and we are paying more attention to reinstate and implement the transformation structure to active our IRIS Blue Economic Framework and climate change strategic agenda. That is the way we think we have to implement, and we have to take some more steps in future. As a country, we are in that stand.
It's incredible how you steered clear of my question, so I'll have a short... Short follow-up. It's a yes or no question.
Yeah.
Are you going to repatriate the Iranian personnel back to Iran, or are you under pressure from the US to hand them over, to encourage them to defect, sir?
Yes. I want to reiterate that UNCLOS. That's why I iterate that UNCLOS. because we are following those international laws. We are taking steps that incident also, using that international laws. We are following that international laws, and we have taken all steps according to the international laws. And I think we need not support any part. We took all steps as humanitarian way. Therefore, we will take steps according to the international laws.
I'll take that. Dr. Jaishankar, we too have an Iranian ship docked in Cochin with 183 sailors, and India has, I know, lots of statements have been made and conversations have been had about what's happened and India's support and help. But how do you view this overall event? And I understand that India was not politically or militarily responsible for the safety of the ship, and yet it happened very close to our borders, maritime borders.
Well, I too support UNCLOS and international law. So I don't want you to have any doubt on that score. But having said that, look, here's the situation. You had these ships, and we got a message from the Iranian side that one of the ships, which presumably was closest to us, to our waters at that point of time, wanted to come in to our port. They were reporting that they were having problems. So my recollection is this was on the 28th, and on the 1st we said, okay, you can come in. It took them a few days to sail in, and then they docked in Cochin. The ship is there. Obviously, the people on the ship, a lot of them were young cadets, that is my understanding. They have disembarked. They are in a nearby facility. So we viewed this, look, this ship, or these ships, because there were two others as well. I mean, when they set out and came here, the situation was totally different. They were coming in for a fleet review, and then they got, in a way, caught on the wrong side of events. So for us, when this ship wanted to come in, and that too in difficulties, I think it was the humane thing to do. I think we were guided by that principle. And in a sense, of the other ships, one obviously had a similar situation in Sri Lanka, and they took the decision which they did, and one unfortunately didn't make it. I think where we really approached it from the point of view of, in a sense, of humanity, of other than, whatever the legal issues were, and I think we did the right thing.